Hi, this is Delta. Welcome. Um, it's been a week already, or a little more, I think, and I've been working on some things. Wait, this thing right here, it looks a bit like a flying saucer, but I want to go. I had an idea, like I have so many chests of stone. I have plenty of time because I want to keep this world for a while. So why not just make something absolutely huge just for the fun of it? And what I came up with was like a giant sphere, because why not? Let's look at that. This is I think it has like a radius of 100 blocks, and I'm now at 10 blocks. So I've only basically barely started, and it's already this big, so I'm pretty excited for how it will look when it's done. So that's fun. It's probably gonna take me quite a while. Also this, I was clearing out this. I want to make this like the pixel art area. But it's taking so much effort to clear all this out, so I think I'm just gonna fill it back in again and just use this place here for pixel art and not really dig this out first, because it's, yeah, I don't want to make it too hard to start making pixel art when I feel like it. I don't want to have to dig out more, you know? So another idea is maybe making a flying platform, a flying stone platform. That could also work. I mean, at least you don't have to dig out stuff, but maybe I can just use the existing terrain here. Maybe that's also good enough. So yeah, some things have been developing. Look at this. This is a pretty big one, I think. Like, items don't really slide anymore, which I'm really happy about. Because when I was like cutting down trees, the branches just went everywhere. I mean, there's already quite a lot of branches, but especially if they slide, you have to really run after them to get them. Otherwise, they fall off like a cliff. Especially when I was digging out that stuff there. So really nice that that's fixed. I think what happened was that the physics code, there were separate physics codes for both the player and the item, and now they have been turned into one system. So they can both, essentially the items now use the player physics as well. So that's really nice. It also opens up the door for other types of physics stuff, like entities with physics. So it's a really nice development in general. Also, this item throwing. Wait, do I have something? I guess this works. The item throwing also gave me an idea. You can already tell, I think. Like, you can now play basketball with it. It's not too difficult, but like, you can also do other fun stuff. Like it actually bounces when it hits the backboard, so it's fun. You could probably make a game out of it. Yeah, look at that. Sometimes they get stuck on the top of the fences, but it's okay. So yeah, maybe I'm gonna make. I mean, I've started this already, so why not make this like a game area or something? Something in that direction, or sports. I don't know. Might be fun. Like other types of fields. Yeah, you can see how big it's gonna be. It's pretty crazy, I think. Like, it's only this part of the circle, so it will go on for like this if I trace it. So it's gonna be absolutely massive, but I have the time, so it's fun. Also made this. cheese has been pretty big in the Cubyz Discord, so I thought, yeah, that's a pretty nice thing to go build. I mean, the pull request for cheese was rejected, sadly, so you need to do something to get cheese in your world. So yeah, I like it. Today I was... Oh yeah, also this. Found diamonds. And I made a pickaxe with it. I thought like, oh yeah, this is gonna be an overpowered pickaxe because I put a diamond in this. I thought, oh yeah, the damage is gonna be pretty good, but it's actually pretty slow. If I compare it with this is way faster, and it's like way simpler. It's only 1 silver and 1 steel, so not the best choice. I mean, the damage is a lot higher, but at the same time, the swing speed goes down pretty drastically. So that's something to really be aware of. So yeah, I had that idea to make that ruin over there. So let's do that now. I think that's a nice, fun thing to work on. So I need some materials. I probably don't need that much stuff because, like, I mean, it's a pretty small build, so I have to think of what I will like decorate it with mostly. Like, I want something like vines or something. That's nice. A good use for ferns, mushrooms. Flower-wise, I think like wild flowers would work. And maybe those glow things, but I'm not really sure about that. And I think something purple would also work really nicely. For some reason. And maybe some of these blocks as well. What is the roof made out of? Probably wood, I think. So I think I'm fine there. Maybe bring some branches too, just to be sure that I have some. This might actually also be nice, but I think I want to save it for another build. Like, I think it's perfect material for a roof or something, but you need something pretty specific to have like a brown roof. I don't really like the color brown because it's pretty dark, but there's probably a time for it. Or like as a floor would also work, I think. Oh yeah, I also built something at the castle that I can show you too. Yeah, you can see how massive it is. It's gonna be really big. I use like there's some really nice websites for generating like a sphere, and then you can also show each layer separately, so you can, and it has like numbers for how much stone to place. So that's really nice. I'm just using that to get the perfect circle. I'm not really sure what I feel about it so far, because it's like really different than any other thing I made so far, but maybe that's also part of the fun. It's also an interesting thing that it's not something I can finish in one go, so that's pretty interesting. Like the castle on top of there, I could basically finish in like 2-3 sessions, or at least the outside part of it. It's pretty small build, but this here, I'm probably gonna be working on this for quite a while, like maybe weeks or months. And that was kind of on purpose. I like that. Like, it's basically something to work on when I don't really feel like doing other stuff. It's like repetitive, but at the same time you need to pay attention because you need to get the shape right. Because otherwise you find out that it just doesn't match up when you link 2 sides together. So stuff like that. It's a pretty nice thing. But yeah, that made me think that there are, yeah, like I usually have the tendency to like when I start something, I finish it pretty quickly. Like I just put all my attention into it, and then after a while it's finished. But here, that doesn't really work because you get yeah, at some point like you're like thinking about it, but and you spend so much energy on it, but it's still progressing pretty slowly. So like yeah, at some point you might get tired of it or like bored or something, but with the castle it does actually work because it's limited. You can actually finish it like that. So I guess that's the two types of projects we have here. Some things you can actually do with like in bursts, like just put all your attention and energy into it. And other things you have to spread out, and you can't do it with the same intensity. I think that's the biggest part of it. The castle there you can do with a lot of intensity, but this here, it doesn't really last to put so much intensity into it. So you need like a different approach. You have to like spread out your effort, or otherwise you get bored or tired of it. But if you spread it out, it stays fresh. But here it does actually work. So yeah, I think that's really interesting. Like it depends on how big the thing is you're trying to tackle. Whoa, don't fall here. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, also this, oh yeah, I completely forgot. I also did the floors. Yeah, like this. Look at this. It's like a nice door, but I like this also as well. I think it's really nice here. Yeah, like I really like the floor here with the marble, and I also had the idea to have like a sun and a moon here in the floor. I thought it fit really nicely. This is kind of like a pretty fantasy-like castle, so I think it fit really well. And also stairs here and like a nice little balcony. Like it's all pretty small here, but it works. But honestly, I got this far. I also a little hallway here, but I have no idea how to take this further. Like you have a lot of openings here. I guess this can be some other type of room or something, but I think I have to think about what actually should go in the castle. There are some things like I want like a bedroom for the king, I guess, or the queen, I don't really know, and a ballroom. I think that's the minimum things, and other than that, maybe like a kitchen or something. I should really look into what a castle normally has, and then I can kind of puzzle it into the space I have available. Like I think an approach like that works. Oh, I'm in the wall. Yeah, sorry, my stream just crashed, but I keep talking. Okay. So yeah, I think this will be a really nice spot for the ballroom, but that will only be the first floor. And then I have a second floor as well to work with. But I think the ceiling will be pretty high here. So yeah, plenty of ideas. I have to like make a layout at some point. So yeah, excited about that. I also want to make like a really big chandelier here. But yeah, I don't really know if I have too much space for it, but I was thinking also like a chandelier here with like patterns inside the ceiling, like almost Baroque, Rococo, like I guess. I don't really know if you know those styles, but like at least like a fancy ceiling, something something like that. Let's just call it that. So yeah. Also, a really interesting thing about those projects, you also have a third type. I think you have like really small things like the castle that you can finish in a couple of goes, a couple of sessions. You have this, which you have to spread out with less intensity. But there's also a third type. There are also projects that never have an end, and I think those are also really interesting. Like, if you think of this game, like, or even this world in just in its entirety, you can just keep going forever if you want. There's not really a stopping point. So those types of things you can't like treat as project at all, I would say. I mean, yeah, you don't have like a goal to reach. I guess you have goals to reach within that, but you can't just keep extending it forever. So you'll never have like you'll never reach like an end state. So I think that's also really cool. And that also, similarly to this, it also needs like a spread out approach, I guess, with less intensity. Also, there's also another difference. Like, you have the difference between how big a project is, or if it even, you have a difference if it even stops at all, or if it never has to stop. But there's also a difference in if the project stands on its own, or if you have like, how do I put this in normal words? Like, some projects you can just leave them and come back to them whenever you want, and you can just pick it straight back up where you left. Like, this world is a really good example for that. Like, if I could go for like 2 months, and it would all still be here, and I wouldn't lose anything or whatever. But other projects, they might have like deadlines or constraints, or like even like maintenance things. They could like degrade if you don't put energy into it. And that's also a difference, because the more a project can be left alone and be okay when you come back to it, the less intensity you need to, the less intense you have to be about it. Because if you have like deadlines or something, you should put way more energy and attention into completing it. It should take more attention in your head, essentially. But here, because you can just leave it, you can play a session and then just completely forget it exists for a while again, because you don't lose anything. I guess this is what is really about, is how much attention it should keep having in your head, even if you don't actively work on it. I think that's the split between it. So yeah, that's interesting. I guess this can be in here. I have way too many pickaxes. Look at this. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pickaxes only in my hotbar. It's pretty much. I like the original spot I picked out. Oh yeah, also I forgot to show you. Maybe you saw it in my chest. I don't really know. But I found glow crystals. Like, well, I already found glow crystals, but like white glow crystals I found, and they are really, really nice. Glow crystals shine so much more than torches. So, I mean, there was so much, so I'm just gonna switch from torches to glow crystals now, because they work really nicely. And I mean, it also works to give you a path to follow. So yeah, good find. I went on a really deep cave session. I had an idea for a stream to explore a specific cave, but I still have that, so I went another route. Like, caves are everywhere, so you can just follow another route, and I'll keep the exploring for there still. Might be fun. Okay, I think something like this, but it's gonna be a ruin, so it should be a bit like degraded. Maybe what could be interesting is like a roof that fell off or collapsed or something. So something like this, I guess. And then this here can be kind of jagged. So like this. And then this will have like a roof that's completely fallen in. Like maybe it fell into the house. That might be fun. Yeah, have something like this. And then we can chisel it also for some more detail. Like something like this. Like it just completely fell into the house. So I guess this. It's pretty interesting. I think it should overhang a little bit more. Like, I guess this. Maybe one higher as well. And this also one higher. I guess this can work. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. Maybe also a couple blocks are missing. It's like an old roof, so I guess there would be some holes in it. It's just a pile of rubble. Okay, now I have to chisel it. So, this chisel is really fast. And then for the missing blocks, I can also do some chiseling, I think, so it might work. Or something like this, I guess. Yeah, the reason I talked about what I talked about earlier, like the whole project thing, the reason I'm pretty interested in it, it's like, because when I get like interested in something, I can get really intense about it. And I mean, I also said it in previous videos, but like but my natural reaction when I'm interested in something is to like rush it, to like spend all my time on it basically, because I feel like it's something important that should have time spent on it. But like, it's not really maintainable long term, so I almost yeah, that's maybe a strong word, but like I wanted to say like burnout, but that's, yeah, I think that's too intense, so like I get tired and bored with it because I spent too much energy on it for too long. So, and I think that's because of an idea I have that like, because it's important, there should be some rush behind it. But that doesn't really make sense, because those projects are something I can just put down and pick back up again whenever I feel like it. So it's not really needed to be so intense about it. But yeah, like when you're really into something, it like feels good to work on it. So for me, it kind of strengthens itself. If I have something I'm really passionate about, I want more of that, so I work more on it, and I get like kind of a rushed feeling. But still, it's enjoyable to work on it. So like I can go on for months like that, just intensely working on something, and then I'm completely tired of it after that. I mean, it's I guess both something very useful, but also something to be aware of, because if you actually want to have like an interest that's also sustainable, I guess, then it's good to like regulate that, to not make things too intense, to avoid burning yourself out basically. But yeah, I also touched on that. Like the real reason that happens is because it keeps taking up space in your attention. Because when you find it important, you keep thinking about it, but also in like kind of an urgent way. Like it's something you have to do, other than something you can do if you want. At least that's how it is for me. So yeah, if you establish that it's not an urgent thing because it's the type of project that you can just lay down and come back later, then there's no urgency. So you can just relax and lay it down for a while and come back later if you want. I mean, it's also the case with the not even like playing this game, like the project itself. Like even if you go for a while, things will still run on. Like there's plenty of contributors. You can just for a couple of weeks take a break and then come back later and pick things straight back up again. Like that's also the nice part about it. But it starts with making it okay. So that starts with making it clear what type of project you're dealing with, I guess. Or like what kind of interest. That's something for me to learn still. We can also chisel this, that's nice. What's also a really nice way of thinking about it, at least I think that is something called attentional loops, which is a pretty helpful idea. Like I guess something like this. Like when you have something that you keep thinking about, like especially like something you have to do or something, maybe some task you've been putting off, it does keep coming back, and it's like it's almost like a loop, because the whenever you don't do the task, it'll come back later like a loop. And when you close the task, it's done, so the loop can go again. It's like something that keeps running in your head until it's finished, basically. And you can build them up. Like if you have a lot of tasks to do, you'll have a lot of those loops, and it takes up mental space, because yeah, like it keeps pulling your attention towards it. And I guess this is the same thing, because like with the sphere example there, if you have like a feeling that you urgently need to finish it, for whatever reason, like it keeps on coming back and taking up space in your head. So, but the thing is, if you finish a loop, it doesn't take up space in your head anymore. So maybe that's something you can actually play with. Like if you make the loop that you finish the whole sphere, it'll take a really long time before the loop is closed again, and it keeps on taking up space in your head. It keeps on coming back, and that's also, I guess, where the sense of urgency comes from, because you know that when you finish it, you can get rid of that loop again, and you can like relax. So, but what if you make the loop itself a smaller thing? Like, what if instead of saying the loop is you have to finish the whole circle, the loop is that for today, I'll finish one ring or 2 rings. And then that's a tiny loop, and you finish that. Maybe you don't and you finish it later. You do the 2 rings. And then the loop is done, and it can go away out of your head again. It's essentially like breaking the whole project into small phases that are way easier to tackle. And I've also, yeah, what you need to know about me is I'm really an expert at pushing tasks forward, because they feel like they're too much effort. Like even something like scan a document and upload it somewhere, and I keep on pushing that into the future because I can imagine like the whole action, like the entirety of it, and how much energy that will take. But it's actually a bias because you don't have to. Yeah, the loop itself is do the whole thing, like both like but it's not necessary. You can break things up into smaller steps and finish those first and then build on top of that. Like instead of doing everything at once, you can also say, okay, today I'm gonna scan the document. That's way less difficulty. And then the other day you have a USB stick with the document and then you can upload it. And like it's a mistake to look at something and look at it in a way that you have to finish it all on the same day. Like that's not how it has to be. But I keep falling for it. I like think forward into the future way too much. To a point where you don't recognize that you don't have to do multiple. That you don't have to do everything in one session. Like you can break things off. That's the reason. That's where the urgency for projects also comes from. But also the reason you procrastinate on them. It's a pretty interesting thing. So yeah, that's something I want to practice more, like breaking up things into smaller tasks to do and then tackling them one by one. I mean, the irony is, I'm a programmer, so that's basically all that programming is. You start with something big, take it to a really small problem, solve that problem, and then build on top of that. And this is exactly the same thing, but then with tasks and time. But for some reason, I hadn't made that connection before. So that's pretty dumb. But I guess now it can be better if I keep trying it out. Something to experiment with. Because it might make things a lot easier. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought I took... Oh, I thought these were fines. That's a shame. Maybe I can get them later. We can use something else now. I mean, I think that's honestly one of the biggest reasons people procrastinate on things. Because you imagine the whole task you need to do and all the energy that will need to take. Well, that's not necessary, because you can also only imagine the thing you have to do in one session. Like, preparation work is also worth a ton, because every preparation work you do takes away from the work you'll have to do later. So, like, even if you work only 5 minutes on something, it's still 5 minutes you don't have to spend another day. So, maybe that's a way to overcome that, to like radically split tasks into smaller tasks. Make it as small and achievable as possible. I think that might be seriously helpful. I mean, at least for me, it's a really big reason I procrastinate on things. Well, I don't really like the word procrastination, like all the ideas about it, because it kind of, for some reason, procrastination kind of implicitly assumes that you always need to work on something, and that's just not really true. But in this sense, I mean procrastination as in pushing tasks forward into the future that you should actually be doing. And it's usually tasks that you don't really feel like doing too, because it's like difficult, or it's not something you'd do if you didn't have to do it like that, like school or work or something. But yeah, usually what stops me is you imagine like a bound. It's like some kind of energy boundary. It's kind of like that, I guess. Like you imagine how much energy it will cost, and then you think, is this worth it for me? And then you say, yeah, no, this is just not worth it. I'm just not gonna do it today. Because I don't feel like... I don't want to put my energy into this right now. It feels like too much energy. But if you have that bias that you perceive the energy of the whole thing instead of only what you should... instead of only a small slice. That energy boundary is like way, way higher. So that's where the problems come from, I think. My internet is really bad. Sorry if I'm going all over the place. I like these mushrooms here, though. I like that. Okay. Maybe also like some pieces have crumbled off from it. Yeah, I guess this. I really love this chiseling. It's so nice. So like this. It's just a pile of junk. And maybe one here for good measure, but this is only like one piece. Okay, that's nice. And maybe also some grass here. Well, maybe not. I mean, you don't have grass in this biome, but maybe it might add to it. Maybe I can still use these. And yeah, does this work? Like flowers inside the stone. That might be a bit weird, but maybe it's nice. Yeah, like this is alright. Maybe I'll make this like a bit of grass around it, but maybe actually having flowers on the stone might be interesting too. Like, it doesn't look bad at all, so why not? Also, I hadn't done this yet, but like random holes like this, that might be cool. It's just a bit of detailing. But I guess it's nice. Yeah, I like this. Okay. That's good. Let me get this stuff back again. It's just a sweet little build. I have so much junk. But I also have so much steel now, so I'm really happy about that. That mining trip went really, really nicely. Like, when you go deeper, there's so much more steel. Like at the beginning, it's pretty hard to find it, or like they only come in really small clusters, like 1 or 2 or 3. But at some point, the clusters get really big, so you can get a lot of steel. And now, like it's just great. Like the steel is so good compared to silver. Weirdly, sometimes silver and steel are actually really good combos. Like sometimes steel and silver is even better than just steel, which is interesting. But it's like so much faster, so I'm really happy about it. And now I need to find out how to use these gems as well in a way that you don't accidentally make something really slow. But other than that, yeah, steel is just great. Oh my god. I'm constantly standing still, I think. It's like my Wi-Fi is so bad here. I really, I mean, I've done a couple of recordings when I was like at my normal computer, and it's so much nicer. Or like Wi-Fi is so unreliable. I really have to get something better. Also for the streams. Like, I'm still trying to get into my remote desktop. I'm just standing still here. It's really weird always about Wi-Fi. Like, sometimes you get like perfect connection. I could use like a perfect connection for a while, but then it can suddenly get unstable for like 10 minutes or something, and then it goes back to normal. I have no idea why. Like, I don't move anything. The router doesn't move. The laptop doesn't move, but still, Wi-Fi is just weird like that, I guess. It's interesting. Okay, I'm back. Okay, we have control again. Oh, barely. Like, I didn't want to do that. Okay, okay. Okay, I reduced the... I just want to say, I reduced the bandwidth. Maybe it should be better now, but I still barely have any control. Oh, my screen is just going crazy. Yeah, it's getting pretty bad. I think I'm just gonna leave the episode here. I think we've also been going for a little while, so yeah, fun session today. Oh, I can't stop walking. I don't want to walk in the... Oh my god. Like, whenever I walk, I just keep on going. I can't stop it. I see myself going towards the cliff, but I have no idea where I'll end up. Okay. Oh. So I hope you enjoyed today, and I hope I'll see you in the next one as well. I hope you had a great day so far, or if your day's over, that you had a great day, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.